What is going on, everybody? Spotlight Sports Talk is back, man. We are back with the NFL weekly picks. We are here live and direct, and we here to do this. But if this is your first time ever being at any of our YouTube pages or even just Spotlight Sports Talk, we would suggest that you subscribe, hit that bell button, notification gang to get all of the NFL weekly picks from this week all the way up to week 17. Without further ado, I don't have to introduce these two. Y'all already know who these two are, but I'm going to let them introduce themselves. What's going on, y'all?
Yo, yo, yo. It's the only time y'all going to see me on camera. No, but y'all already know I'm in the building. That's right, it's Key in the building. I'm here weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, whatever you wanted me to do. You know I'm here. You always catch me in the chat.
And it's me, it's that O-G-O-O-O-L-I-E. Now Gooley's here, rocking with that the Bears, the jacket and the hat has came out of retirement. Finally, it came out of hibernation. Hopefully you can store some food for the winter. Hopefully.
Well, you know, I got big things for my Raiders this year. So hopefully this goes right this year because last year picks really screwed a lot of us last year, and it was really, really bad. Really bad.
I didn't do too bad.
It was a new year. We're definitely going to keep the record going. We're going to see who wins this year's,
Let's try to keep the overalls.
Yeah, we're going to keep the overalls this year as well. So, without further ado, Malguli, you got the schedule up. Let's get into it.
All right. For the game that's too goddamn high for damn tickets, and it would be because this is a historic rivalry, tickets starting as low as $329. Good God, I just got paid. You need to just get paid if you want these tickets. We got the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears to start off Thursday night in the Soldier Field. Who do you got and why? I got Chicago. I'm sorry. F Green Bay. Hell, even Peyton Manning picked Chicago over Green Bay this week, which shocked the hell out of me. I had to take a drink with this one.
So, of course, you're going to pick the Bears. That's obvious. So, me, I'm gonna have to go with Chicago as well. I just don't know what's going to happen with the Green Bay Packers. I don't know who their other wide receiver is on the opposite side of Devontae Adams. No more Clay Matthews there. That defense is just not the same to me.
I mean, they got some weapons on defense, and they got Adrian Amos from Chicago.
Yeah, but that doesn't – it's still not enough when you don't have – Mike Daniels is not there anymore up in the front for the Green Bay Packers. So I'm taking the Bears. I think the Bears are a more complete team than Green Bay. But at the same time, like you said, you can't count on Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is like another Tom Brady. He don't care who's at the wide receiver position. He's going to get them the ball. But at the same time, it's just a lot of rivalry here. I'm just going to take the Bears. The Bears is like winning this rivalry recently. So I'm taking the Bears here.
It looks like it's going to be an all-around sweep on this one. Aaron Rodgers still is going to be that caliber quarterback. I just don't know who's around him no more besides Devontae Adams. I don't even know who they got. Running back, Aaron Jones still there?
I think Aaron Jones. I think he's still there.
But I'm taking the Bears. Trubisky, we trust.
Yeah, Trubisky, we trust. And also, guys, this marks the date of that the trade, because this is the day where the little Mac became a Bear.
Who cares?
I pray we don't do what we did with last week. Oh yeah, thank you, Raiders.
Who cares?
Come in.
We see y'all in London. Don't worry about that. We'll see y'all in London.
The Revenge of Mac. Remember that game. That's gonna be the name of the game.
Return of the Mac. Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
Once again.
Can we get into the next week, please?
It is Baker Mayfield versus Marcus Mariota. Cleveland, Tennessee. It's in the dog town. And you know what, man? Everybody is hyping this Cleveland train up. They're hyping it up. personally, for me, the biggest question for Tennessee is Marcus Mariota. Can he stay healthy? That's the question this season. Can he stay healthy? Can he be that quarterback? Can he be? Because this is the season now. Marcus Mariota has to shine, but it ain't gonna shine with Cleveland. Cleveland's gonna win a week 1 game. My God, last year they tied Pittsburgh last year. This year they'll win a game this year. I'm gonna go with Mo Baker and the Cleveland Browns.
I have to agree. Don't get me wrong. That Tennessee offense looks really good. Bringing Adam Humphries over from Tampa Bay, that was a really good pickup for them. And hopefully Delaney Walker can be back 100% off his injury, and seeing Marcus Mariota can stay up for a whole 16 to 17 games. That's the big That's the big situation there, because you got Derrick Henry and Deion Lewis as your running back, so you got the thunder and lightning there. The question is can Tennessee get over the hump? But right now, I'm hopping on the Browns. I'm hopping on the Browns dog pound, man. I just love what they did in the offseason, defensively and offensively. Bringing Odell Beckham in a sweet trade. That was a sweet trade for them. And to have Landry on the other side and the Njoku at tight end. Then you got the Nick Chubb at running back. I'm loving what they're doing, putting weapons around Baker.
And don't forget Kareem Hunt when he comes back.
Yeah, when Kareem Hunt.
Yeah, he don't come back till week 10, like week 10 or week 11. So that he's not really relevant as of week 1. But I'm taking the Browns here.
Well, another sweet press. I'm also taking the Browns this week. Like you said, Tennessee, got to see if Mariota can stay healthy. They still need to put more pieces around Mariota because the Titans not that bad. Their defense didn't do too bad last year as well. I like their little young defense they got going over there, but the Browns is gonna. I don't know. They might have a field day with them. You got Odell on one side, Landry on the other. Like that offense right now is crazy. So and Baker looked good. Mm-hmm. So going with the Browns.
Cleveland fans, what you're feeling is optimism, joy, and happiness. But I'm gonna bring it down just a little bit. And I don't hate Cleveland. I'll do that. I don't hate Cleveland, but I'm gonna say this. Y'all will make the playoffs, but you guys won't win that division. You'll be in the wild card, but you won't win the division.
I think they will, because I don't think Pittsburgh. I don't think Pittsburgh is what they used to be.
Baltimore ain't winning.
I think Pittsburgh is not the team what they used to be, in my personal opinion. Juju Smith-Schuster is good, yes. James Conner is good, yes. But who else can you call out after Ben Roethlisberger and them two of the players? You really can't.
The Steelers need to rebuild, and it needs to start with coaching and QB. But it seems like they still believe that Ben Roethlisberger and his knees can hold up till 2021, which is so.
But we'll see. We'll see. Let's get to the next game.
This is the team to me that will win the AFC North, and that's just my opinion. It's the Lamar Jackson show as Baltimore heads into Miami. Miami is obviously the home team here. I'm going with Baltimore. I think, part of me, they did lose a little bit of that defense, but I still feel Baltimore has enough in the tank to, A, win that division, and B, they can really get past Miami. So I'm going with Baltimore over Miami.
Same here. I'm going with the Ravens as well. I just don't. I mean, understand Ryan Fitzpatrick is their starting quarterback for the Miami Dolphins, but the Miami Dolphins just traded away Kenny Stills.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why would you do that? Traded away Kenny Stills. Well, Tinsill,
Lermy, whatever his name was.
Yeah, Tinsill was already on the trading block, but it was a shocker to trade Kenny Stills. That was the shocker to me. And he was one of their best receivers. I mean, now you got Devontae Parker over there without a Kenny Stills. I just don't see Miami doing it. Lamar Jackson is definitely going to get his first win as a week 1 starter. I'm taking the Ravens here.
Now with Baltimore, it's going to be a shootout definitely between Baltimore and Cleveland for that division because Pittsburgh need to rebuild, and so does Cincinnati.
Cincinnati.
Talk about Cincinnati. We'll get to Cincinnati when they play this week. We get to Cincinnati when they play this week.
So Lamar Jackson has to prove that his accuracy got better. He can't just run. What they got to do in Baltimore is they have to make plays around him. He's good. He's the type of QB that can do RPO. They don't have that quality. They don't have that running back just yet. They need to do the RPO around him. Do some plays around him. They can't.
Well, they do. They do have. They got Mark Ingram over there.
Oh, sorry. Oh shit,
Yep.
I forgot. Mark Ingram is over there. So now I feel like he shouldn't have to run as much. He don't have to run as a QB. I understand he's mobile. He has to get out the pocket when he can, but he got to prove that he has accuracy as well. Because last year his accuracy wasn't that great.
But let me say this in defense. I'm not being the biggest because I do love Lamar Jackson. I'm gonna say this. This is just me. And Baltimore fans, this is the honest to God truth. Put this as 100. If y'all would have kept Flacco, y'all would have not won that decision. Y'all probably would have never made the playoffs. But when Jackson came in, that whole offense turned around.
Mm-hmm.
And let's be real. If it wasn't for Jackson, y'all done. Y'all would have been low key done. Like for real done.
Okay. All right. So we all taking the Ravens there. That's 3 sweeps so far. So Bears, Browns, and Ravens is all that we picked so far. So what's the next game we talking about?
The walking mediocrity versus the butt fumble.
What?
The walking mediocrity. Oh, I'm sorry. That's the Buffalo Bills. Versus the butt fumble, the New York Jets. I'm sorry, Gangrene David, but it had to be said. I'm going with the butt fumble because come on. Let's be real. This game is going to – I'm not saying that the Jets are terrible. They're now watchable because now they got Le'Veon Bell. So I'm going with –
And C.J. Mosley on the defensive side.
And Mosley. So, yeah, I'm sorry, Jets. That's Jets.
Jets.
Yep. Hopefully Fireman Ed can show up because I would really love it if Fireman Ed was there.
This is a tough one for me, honestly. I'm going to have to say because this is the AFC East division game in week 1. I mean, you got Josh Allen versus Sam Darnold. They both came in the same draft. That's kind of interesting to look at. And, there's no Shady McCoy over in Buffalo anymore. They cut him. Buffalo did pick up a lot of pieces, though. They end up getting Cole Beasley and John Brown. So as far as weapons-wise, but let's not underestimate this Buffalo Bills defense. They was ranked top 10 last year. They just offensively, they just could not get it done. So now you got a Jets defense that's just gotten even better, and now you bring Le'Veon Bell over to help out with your offense with Anderson at the wide receiver, and you got some nice little pieces in New York. This is a more competitive game than what I would think it would be, but I am going to take the Jets as well.
Except for these sweeps, I need somebody to go against the sweep. But I'm taking the Jets as well. Sam Donald, he's coming back year 2. Better than his rookie season. Hopefully he can come back and prove, he's the reason why the Jets drafted him. Mm-hmm. And, of course, Le'Veon's back. See him get going. Let's see if he lost a step taking that year off. But I like the Jets here. Jets. Jets.
Jets.
David, I'm sorry. I had to go for your Jets. I was going to go for Buffalo, but at the same time, Buffalo, good God.
I think this is going to be a low-scoring game, in my opinion.
It will be. No, I take that back. I would say, maybe a 2-scoring game. That's how I'm feeling.
Yeah, I don't see it being in the 30s.
So, who's Buffalo's running back now that they got rid of Shady?
We'll figure it out when the game starts.
Let me say this. Hey, Buffalo, get the tables ready. Because Buffalo put their fans through tables. That's actually kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Next, gaming with JT, wish he was with us, but his Atlanta Falcons with a goddamn overstacked offensive line versus the Minnesota Vikings. This one here,
it's a tough game.
Let me say this. Let me say this about the Vikings. Is Kirk Cousins really worth it?
I think he will be this year.
Because last year it felt like he wasn't worth it because he lost to a lot of teams that was over 500.
But you got to think about it. Though. that defense was not up to par like they used to be either. They
That's
had a
true.
lot of key injuries on defense. Dalvin Cook is 100% back at running back. You know what I'm saying? Kyle Rudolph, he this offseason he was on the trading block, so now he got something to prove. I think everybody on that team got something to prove but Adam Thielen, period. Adam Thielen is the only one that Stephon Diggs got something to prove because he was moved up last year too. So with a new offensive coordinator that they got this year for Kirk Cousins, and the offensive line got a block for him because I see games where Kirk Cousins was getting his ass handed to him.
Yeah, especially in that game against Chicago. Actually, no, I take it back. Minnesota's biggest problem last year, when you get blown out by Buffalo of all teams, you know you got fucking issues.
You see why they fired the offensive coordinator in the middle of the season.
Had to do it. Something had to be moved. And Minnesota, and just like Atlanta, and Atlanta's no angel because let me say this. These are both.
Is this in Atlanta?
Yeah, no, it's in Minnesota.
I'm taking Minnesota then.
You know what? I'm not too. I don't want to. I want to pick Minnesota, but I'm going to pick Atlanta, and here's the reason why. Personally, for me, Atlanta did lose Marvin Hall and some other pieces to Chicago, which is but at the same time, Atlanta. I feel that Minnesota's defense is going to have a little bit of an issue getting to Matt Ryan. And this is the year for Matt Ryan to show out a little bit. Now, I'm not saying, going too crazy off the wall. It's time for you to step up. They gave you this big contract.
You got to think about it, too. There's no Devontae Freeman and there's no Tevin Coleman in Atlanta as running backs.
Wait, they have no running game?
Tevin Coleman went to the 49ers. Devontae Freeman, they released him.
I totally forgot about that. Yeah, Minnesota. Sorry, and it's in Minnesota.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I picked Minnesota because Atlanta Falcons are not great on the road. We see it the last 2 years when they played the Eagles and it was both in Philadelphia. It came down to the wire and they could not get it done. It always happens with the Atlanta Falcons. They always end up 0-1 in week 1. It never fell. So I'm taking the Vikings here. I think Kirk Cousins bounced back from week 1. He's going to show why he got paid all that money. I'll take the Vikings, especially as in the dome.
Atlanta, I don't know. But I did pick Minnesota only because of you got that tag team tandem down there with Diggs and Thielen on the other side. And then hopefully Cook is back healthy. Kirk Cousins has been in the league for some time now. But I'd like Minnesota here. Minnesota's defense ain't that bad, ain't that great, isn't bad at all either. So I'm getting Minnesota. Taking the skull.
I don't even know who the running backs are for the Atlanta Falcons. I have no clue.
God. Well, this next one here is across the board. This one's here just because Philly and Washington. Philly, I'm not even going to explain why. Philly, because Dan Snyder is a piece of shit. So, Philly. He is.
Well, I'm picking the Eagles as well. I don't believe in the Redskins. You released Josh Doxson, which was a weapon for Case Keenum in a way. And number one, Case Keenum is your starter, and not what's his name, Haskins. So I think that's his name. God. Yeah, Case Keenum is a starter for them, and I just don't know what we're going to get out of Darius Geis, knowing he came off that horrific injury last year in the preseason. Don't know what he's going to look like. And Trent Williams, their best offensive lineman, is still not there. He feel like he's being mistreated by the Redskins, and I don't blame him because it's Dan Snyder at the end of the day. So the Eagles, they have everything better across the board than the Redskins. That's just my personal opinion. So I'm taking Philadelphia here.
And you already know who I'm taking because I just showed y'all the hat. The bird's gonna fly. It's green. Just praying that Carson Wentz holds up this year.
Carson Wentz should hold up.
Because if he doesn't, it's a wrap. But no, I think we literally do have one of the best receiving corps in the league. Got D-Jack on one side, got Alshon on the other, and then Aguilar in the slot. We got a heck of a running game with Jordan Howard. And Sproles is back. then we kept Corey Clement, and then we got Miles Sanders. He was
Yeah,
Saquon.
That's a lot of running backs to get some playing time in week 1.
So, but we did keep those four on the roster. So this year should be interesting. Wentz should not have to keep relying on Zach Ertz. So
you got to think about Goddard too. Goddard, Zach Ertz, and then Nelson Aguilar as well. So Eagles is across the board, man. On to the next game. That's an easy one.
Well, this one here, you know what? Carolina versus the Los Angeles Rams. Oh, God. Rams, let's be real. Let me say this. Rams fans are probably going to say, oh, get it over with. They already made it. No, it doesn't matter. Yeah, it does matter because it cost the team going to the Super Bowl. Rams, let's be real. You guys were outplayed, outcoached, and outmaneuvered by an injury-riddled Patriot team. Shame. 2, Stan Kroenke. And 3, Stan Kroenke all across the board. Anyway, and Carolina, let me ask you a question. You did get a really good defensive tackle. I'm not even going to lie. But can I ask you a question? Christian McCaffrey is a really hell of a talent. Don't ruin him. Don't kill his career by making him be wide receiver, tight end, and running back. Please don't do it. And can we please get someone to protect Cam, for God's sakes? I mean, he got to look good with them Looney Tune-ass suits.
Only way Oh, you ain't picked yet. I was about to say something.
In other words, just the freaking Rams, and they got Clay Matthews. The Rams are beating Carolina. That's going to be a good game. But
the only way Carolina wins football games is as long as Cam Newton cut his nappy behind here. And I'm just being honest. I'm taking the Rams here because Carolina, they have no weapons around Cam Newton. Nothing. Okay. Devin Funchess. Devin Funchess is gone. Greg Olsen, we don't know if he can stay healthy for 3 to 4 games.
That's true, too.
We don't know how healthy he is. And Christian McCaffrey is the only weapon that they have on offense. I'm not really too big on the Carolina wide receivers, but you got to think about this offensive line for them. They're going up against the number 1 player in the NFL and Aaron Donald. Like, he's the best defensive tackle in the league, in my opinion. He's the best defensive tackle in the league. And this defense, I know they lost LaMarcus Joyner to, silver and black, but I think the Rams and Todd Gurley is going to have a great day. He's going to have a great day. He's going to have a filled day.
That defense is going to have a great day.
Yeah, he's going to have a filled day with them. I'm taking the Rams here as well.
Remember, and I used to always say, pay the man. He deserves the money. They paid the man. This is why you pay Aaron Donald the money that you do, because he is the top defensive person in the NFL right now. And Aaron Donald is a hell of a good player. And they got Clay Matthews as well. That defense is going to have a field day against Cam. Cam can't stay healthy. You know why? He's always running. Who is he throwing to? Funches. Then you have DJ Moore is there. But he's going to need some more work. And Carolina's defense, I know they're getting kind of old. I know Kinkley's getting up there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if Thomas Davis is still there. But
nope. Thomas Davis is with the Chargers. That's the crazy part.
Wow, that's right. And then, like I said, Kinkley can't do it all. So, but I'm taking the Rams. They are going to have a shootout. But not back and forth, but it's going to be a high-scoring game for the Rams. Got Cooks and all them guys over there.
Cooper Kupp is back.
Yep.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, the Rams have Rams across the board then?
Yep, Rams across the board.
This one here is an easy one. I'm sorry. This next one here is too goddamn easy. Big Dick Nick Foles, Jacksonville, you did a good thing. You drafted Josh Allen because the Giants are freaking idiots. But
You mean hold on. This is the Giants and who?
No, it's not the Giants. This is Jacksonville versus Kansas City. Now let's be real. Kansas City. There's no way unless Ramsey pulls out magic tricks like he normally does, then okay, Jacksonville. Even though it is in Jacksonville, after that whole amazing, other show I'll talk about later. But Kansas City, Kansas City, your defense. Yeah, but I still believe that Patrick Mahomes is going to have a day. Jacksonville.
Is it in KC?
It's not in KC, it's in Jacksonville. KC's going to win that.
Well, we knew KC beat them. KC beat them in Jacksonville last year with a horrible quarterback at Jacksonville. But, Nick Foles is there. And I really like Keelan Cole. I really do like him over there at Jacksonville. But it's the Kansas City Chiefs. They got Steve Spagnuolo as a defensive coordinator now for Kansas City Chiefs. I think that defense will be a little bit different. They did lose D Ford. That's the one thing I can say. They lose D Ford, but Justin Houston is still there for the Kansas City Chiefs. So I think Steve Spagnuolo is going to make this run defense a little bit better because they was getting decimated in the AFC Championship against the Patriots running the football, period. So
yes.
I think Steve Spagnuolo comes in, and he's a great defensive coordinator. We see him around the league after all these years and do great with these defenses. So, yes, I'm taking KC as well.
I still think that KC could have went to the Super Bowl if their defense would have held up against the Patriots. Like, they was doing fine. It was a competitive game. It was going back and forth. It wasn't a blowout. And then I'm just like, every time the Patriots scored, every time KC scored, they went up here. Come the Patriots marching down the field. Like, come on, defense, where's the D at?
Right.
But, like I said, they got Spags in there to hopefully boost that defense up because KC is nice. They offensively, they are set. Defensively, they was whole suspect. Like, you got that defense, you got to back up Mahomes because he's getting y'all out of stuff. Defense got to hold. Y'all could have went – I think it would have been maybe a more competitive game if KC and the Rams is in the Super Bowl. Like, you see that game on Monday night, it would have been part two. We'd have been like, okay, let's go. But no. But I'm picking KC. Jacksonville, you upgraded in the QB. He's way better than Bortles. Fournette needs to hopefully stay healthy. I'm just saying, who is Nick going to?
Right.
Yeah, that's true too. Well, this one here, because I got someone at my door, so I'm going to say this one real quick. This one's here is an easy one. Being a native of the city, Andrew Luck. Well, no, not Andrew Luck now. Jacoby Brissett and the Indianapolis Colts will face off against the Chargers. Jesus Christ, Phillip Rivers is going to have a day. So
I don't think so. And I'm going to tell you why. Y'all must have forgot how good this Colts defense was last year.
They were, but when you
just because Andrew Luck is not there, don't get it twisted. Jacoby Brissett is a good quarterback. He knows his offense. You got to think about it. The Chargers don't have they have Mike Williams on the other side because they lost Tyrell Williams. They don't have a Melvin Gordon there at running back.
And it's also in San Diego. Well, not San Diego. Jesus, I'm so used to calling them San Diego Chargers. The Los Angeles.
They still San Diego.
F you, Spanos. That's all I got to say. F you, Spanos. Why you have to move the damn team to Los Angeles? Anyway, it's in some type of field. I don't know what the hell it is. But to me, if the Colts do beat Los Angeles, okay, cool. But to me, the Chargers to me are the underdogs in the AFC as a whole. They got a good defense. It's just that pay the freaking man, would you? Jesus, like, don't be cheap. Don't.
Just to let y'all know, Derwin James, they best defensive player, will be out for 6 to 8 weeks. I know this stuff because I'm a Raiders fan. I got to keep up with everybody in our division. So yeah,
I'm still picking the Chargers over the Colts.
Because I completely understand that, but I mean, I want to pick the Colts here because I can't stand the freaking Chargers, man. I can't stand them. I just can't stand them. I don't like that yellow. I don't like that blue. I just don't like that bolt. I don't like nothing when it comes to the Chargers. I don't care for a Phillip Rivers that got a dozen of kids that he has a baby every single year he's been in the NFL.
He literally has a starting.
He has a starting 11 defense and offense when it comes to kids, but they playing a team that they have no Andrew Luck in it. I think they're still feeling type of way about the retirement. So, yeah, I'm gonna take the stinking Chargers, man.
Well, it's across the board again. Like, I don't think we had a game yet that we was like, I think we're gonna do this. But we gotta go with San Diego. San Diego. Look, they still San Diego. We going with the Chargers, doggone it. It's just we gotta see how the Colts play. You know, Andrew Luck's not there. Like, Brissett didn't do too bad. I don't think he's a bad QB. Still got T.Y. Hilton. That defense was young and hungry last year. What was Leonard? We'll see if he can repeat. But I like the.
I think he was defensive rookie of the year, right?
Yeah, I think so. But I like the Chargers in this one.
Yeah, I kind of feel bad for the Colts because they had so many expectations going into this year. Andrew Luck throwing 4,000, almost 5,000 yards last year, not having that many interceptions. He finally got the line that he wanted, but I think it's more of a mental thing than him, actually, So we got number one, right?
Yeah.
I do love the Colts defense. I do. But I feel like it's too many weapons outside of not having Melvin Gordon. I still like what Phillip Rivers can do with the football. I still like what he can do. Mind you, I'm a Raiders fan, and I'm not really supposed to be talking about these Chargers because I'm a Raiders fan, but the unexpected retirement of Andrew Luck really messed up the team's mindset. And I think they're not ready in this week one. I think they'll bounce back in week two, whoever they play. But I feel like that whole mindset of having Brissett, he really got enough reps under center as a starter. So I feel like this defense still got enough to try to get to Brissett. I just don't think right now the Colts are ready to beat the Chargers in week one.
I think that the Colts do have a chance to win this game. Now, especially with the loss of Derwin James, that's a huge loss for their defense. And it's just that the Colts, they have so many weapons that they got for Luck that's now available to Jacoby Brissett. Now, if you look back in 2017 when he was starting, like, he was dealing with a bad O-line, and he didn't really have that many weapons back then. But now with the O-line, this O-line, I think that they'll be able to negate Joey Bosa plus Ingram, and plus, like, I think that Hilton and I like Paris Campbell, they can make a big difference for him. So I think they got a chance. And plus, like, their run game is so much better than what it was back then. So I think they have a chance to win this game.
This is my guy, Spotlight. This is my Colts analyst here.
Okay. Actually, got to put it by bringing him onto the Spotlight Sports Talk team. I mean, he knows what he's talking about. I really respect his opinion what he said about the Colts. It's just that the offensive line is good for the Colts. You're going to have to contain one of them, Ingram or Bosa. It's one or the other because one of them going to get off. And then y'all got double team both, And
then they got the pick that I thought the Bears were going to get because since we had Trubisky and we had an O-line issue, I thought they were going to get Quentin Nelson. And I was mad when they picked him. I was like, damn it. God damn it. The Colts had to pick Nelson. Damn it. I was a huge – hold on, give me – no. So yeah,
you gotta add him to the Spotlight Sports Talk group, man. You gotta add him in.
That's why later on today we're gonna talk on our own channel about the Colts and the Bears, and a lot later on. But
okay.
So what game are we at now?
We just finished the Colts and Chargers.
Okay. So next is the Cincinnati Bengals and the Seattle Seahawks. Let me say this right now.
It shouldn't be no explanation for this game.
There's no explanation for this game. Can I go first, please? Can I go first?
Go ahead.
Freaking Bengals. They need to did the Bengals shuffle back. They need to bring their legendary players back. AJ Green needs to lead there. Andy Dalton with his little redhead girl looking like. Listen, get him the hell out of here. Get the Bengals the hell out of here. Get the coaches the hell out of here. Get the organization the hell out of here. Move them out of Cincinnati. I'm just so over them. The Seahawks is going to blow them out 32-0. That's what I'm calling it. Fuck the Bengals.
Hold on. Wait a minute. They did get rid of Marvin Lewis.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
No, the problem
Tyler Eifert can't stay healthy for half of week one.
That's true, but the problem with Cincinnati is their owner. Mike Brown is terrible. He is the worst. Gotta be not the worst.
It doesn't matter if it's the owner, the coach, the football boy. It doesn't matter. The Bengals are terrible.
The only person I don't feel sorry for in Cincinnati is the mascot. He don't play.
Okay, so all across the board, since we just buried the goddamn Bengals.
It just lets you know Javion Clowney's gonna have a field day.
And it just got Javion Clowney.
He's gonna have a field day with this Bengals offense. What? I love Joe Mixon. I feel sorry for Joe Mixon because he's a good running back. I love him, but he's just on the wrong damn team.
So EJ, who you got? Because I got Seattle
Seahawks all the way.
Jeez, and what the Seahawks did that broke freaking
crazy part is my 12-year-old can beat Cincinnati by himself.
Damn. God.
Listen, I bet you by a team in the XFL can beat the Bengals.
Oh. Oh wow, that's rough. That's rough. Y'all rough. And I thought I was mad.
Come on, Philadelphia. So beat the Bengals in the arena game.
Yeah, you probably could put the Bengals in the arena. Mind you, they only play 50 yards. It's a half a.
Hey, they might be better off in the arena.
Let me say this, because now that we buried Cincinnati, we all got Seattle. All four of us do.
Yep.
This one here is another no-brainer. And I know Key in the building is going to hate this. It's about to come out of my mouth. And I know she's going to hate what's about to come out of her mouth. Who's she going to pick? There is no freaking way. The Giants are going to beat the Dallas Cowboys. Hell no.
As much as I can't stand Dallas stinking ass, I'm picking them too.
I am not picking the Dallas Cowboys. I am not picking the Dallas Cowboys. There's no Zeke Elliott. Zeke Elliott would not. If Zeke, listen, I'm gonna tell you this right now. I'm gonna give you two options. If Zeke Elliott is signed by the time they play the Giants, I'm picking the Dallas Cowboys. Now, if they do not have Ezekiel Elliott by the time the Giants play them, I do not care for the Dallas Cowboys. I don't care. Dak cannot do nothing without Zeke Elliott. That is his bread and butter. That is the Dallas office bread and butter. If you don't have a backup that's just as great as Zeke Elliott, I don't care if you have Amari Cooper on your side. Who's the other receiver outside of Amari Cooper? I mean,
Randall Cobb.
Randall Cobb can't stay healthy, and then y'all brought old fart Jason Witten back out. Come on. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying into the Dallas Cowboys. I love their defense. Vander Esch, he's nice. Jalen Smith, he's nice. That's good. But I feel like with this offense, with Saquon Barkley, can do the damn thing. Mind you, the Giants beat Dallas in week 1 last year. We've seen this happen. Without Odell going off. Odell didn't even go off. I'm taking the Giants here, the New York Football Giants. Screw the Cowboys.
Oh, we finally got one.
Screw the Dallas Cowboys. I'm still mad at the Dallas Cowboys for the index card of the 4/5 inches bull crap. Fuck Dallas. I'm going with Giants here.
Are you mad? Are you that mad because they took freaking Amari Cooper?
Absolutely not. We wanted Amari Cooper the hell out.
No, he's mad about the index card.
Antonio Brown and Tyrell Williams didn't have some Amari Cooper. He could stay in Dallas.
He's mad over the index card game.
And because, I go by ownership. Zeke who? That was so disrespectful. And then plus, let me say this. The reason why I'm going for Dallas, I remind you, what was New York's biggest problem? EJ, what was the biggest problem last year? Their O-line was garbage.
You see, they spent money on their O-line and drafted in the better O-line. You seen it. And I understand this preseason, Eli looked good with that first team offensive line that blocked for him. He looked really good. I'm sorry. I like it.
And then was it week 2 when they took on Dallas? His face was a meme. And the way he looked like this is a big
Giants beat him last year, though.
And then
Giants beat him last year.
I mean, and plus Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones had a good preseason. I ain't gonna lie, he had a good preseason. But let me say that if Eli gets hurt, oh God, I don't want Eli getting hurt. But let's just say this: if they gave Daniel Jones the shot, while my computer just went out, if they gave him the shot, okay, maybe the Giants can beat Dallas. But I remind you, it's in Dallas.
No Zeke, no win.
Damn.
No Zeke, no win. If they don't have Zeke, they will lose.
With or without Zeke, I'm going Dallas.
It's got to be Cowboys. all they gotta do is stop Saquon and make
There you go.
throws to his
Stop
target.
there you go.
He does have Sterling Shepard and Ingram, but we saw him with weapons last year, and it wasn't much.
But I don't understand. Listen, this is my thing with Dallas, right? When it always comes down to week one, Dallas always plays like shit. Week one. Always plays like shit. No matter who's back there. But I feel like with the Giants is that you got some nice size receivers over there. I mean, they're not big names, but you have some nice size receivers over there, and these corners for Dallas can be really suspect. Really suspect. Byron Jones is okay. They say he's a great corner / safety. I disagree because he say getting beat, in my opinion.
That's true. That's
so
true.
I just feel like they're not going to have Golden Tate for the first 4 games, which is cool, which is fine. But if you could get a passing game going with this Dallas defense, and if this offensive line can hold up, the Giants can really win this game. I really do believe the Giants can win this game. Zeke is the Dallas offense.
I don't believe it this day.
Hey, y'all can believe. Y'all don't have to believe it. I'm just saying though, the offense revolves around Zeke. If they don't have a running game, the passing game is going to struggle. I'm telling you.
You ever notice if something happens with their running backs, they always bring back Alfred Morris? Why y'all keep cutting his ass if y'all just gonna bring him back?
Alfred Morris is not going to be the factor. He's not going to be a factor at all. This is why I picked the Giants, because I feel like the running game is what's the Dallas. It makes the Dallas offense. It makes everything else go. It makes your receivers go. It makes the tight ends open because you have to worry about Zeke. Now you don't have to worry about Zeke. Oh, damn, yeah, I can lock down Witten. I can lock down Amari Cooper. I can lock down Randall Cobb. I can do that. It's easy to lock down receivers when you don't have a great running back there. But, like I said, if you have Zeke, I have Dallas winning.
All right. Well, this one here, this was the lowest ticket pricing game of the fucking week. And it's because both teams are trash. Detroit Lions and the Arizona Cardinals. This game gave me issue because both teams are garbage. I'm taking Detroit. I'm gonna have to take Detroit because the problem with Detroit, let me say this. Detroit, the Lions are actually the team to watch in Detroit. Let's think about it here. I mean, the Pistons, how many was it 10 straight playoff losses? That's fucking terrible.
Well, at least they went to the playoffs, unlike Detroit.
You know, shoot. The Red Wings are garbage now. Actually, no, the Red Wings jumped the shark. That's what happened to the Red Wings. They jumped the shark.
Okay.
And I mean, is there any other team I'm missing in Detroit? Because
the Tigers.
Terrible. The Tigers are terrible. Like, they are. I thought the Mets were terrible, but then the Mets just started coming out of nowhere, and then the Cubs brought that shit down. Thank you, Cubs. You did something right in this world. But the team in Detroit is the Lions, and that's not saying much because the Lions, they actually have a formula. The Lions have a plan. You know what that plan is? Be the Patriots. You took the Patriots defensive coordinator, man, your head coach. You took some of their players and all that. Be Detroit. Skin Detroit. Take them alive. They even tried to be Gronk, but Gronk said, fuck it, I'd rather retire than go play for this shithole. Let me tell you, the Ford family do not know what they're doing. Detroit, there's no reason. There should be no reason. And like I said before, I hate Matthew Stafford. He reminds me so much of Jay Cutler. And
you hate him because he in the same division as Chicago. Let's just.
It's not even that.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
My whole thing is this: when you put all your faith into Stafford, okay, Stafford, just like that's like Prescott, only had one good season. And you know what the sad part is? And I feel so bad for Lions fans. I don't even joke with Lions fans. I can't joke with them because what hasn't been said? The problem with the Lions, he is their best QB they ever had. Let's just be real. Matthew Stafford is their best QB. But when you don't have a running game, Jesus Christ, when you don't have a running game, and shoot, they were 0-16 before Cleveland made that a thing again. I'm sorry. Detroit is a snake-bitten franchise. The Ford family needs to sell the freaking team. And as for Arizona, oh, Jesus Christ. Let's say this, and this is actually a fact. This is 100% fact about Arizona. They are mathematically the worst franchise in the NFL. It's a fact, a straight up fact. They had a chance to win a championship, but the Steelers happened, and that catch happened. And I feel so, you know what I feel bad for in Arizona other than Kyle Murphy? Well, he's okay, but the problem that I really have, the biggest person I feel sorry for is, can't think of his name right now. Larry Fitzgerald. I feel bad for him. I feel bad for Larry Fitzgerald.
He's still going to the Hall of Fame regardless.
He is going to the Hall of Fame regardless, but for all the stuff that man has done, all the amazing plays that man has done, that man deserves a goddamn ring. But leave me as a Bears fan, like I love Brian Urlacher, and the way how we ruined that. Brian Urlacher could have won a ring for us. But to me, I'm gonna go with Detroit. Detroit's gonna win, but if somehow Arizona wins, I wouldn't be surprised. If Matthew Stafford acts like Chad Pennington, Chad Pennington, that's a name. I'm
going with Detroit as well. I feel like once you blitz Kyler Murray, it's a wrap for him. He's too small. He's too small behind there. You can't put him in
the baseball.
You have to.
Baseball.
I don't think he should have went to baseball. I just feel like you can't bring a college offense into the NFL. You can bring it, but you can't bring the full playbook. And that's what Kingsbury problem is. He broke the whole playbook. You're not gonna be able to do that. The little clapping hike thing in NFL. You're just not gonna be able to do it. I just feel like with this defense, Slay is still the corner over in Detroit. I think he's gonna have a few picks for Kyler Murray. I think he's gonna have a few picks for him. The only way the Arizona win this game if they have David Johnson run the football. That's the only way you're going to win this game. And you're going to have to get Fitzgerald in the game some type of way catching the football as well. But I like Matthew Stafford. He always put up great stats. It's just that he just don't have a great team around him, but I'm taking the Lions here. This is a no-brainer.
That sounds just like Jay Cutler a little bit. Great stats.
Well, guys, I would hate to tell y'all that I'm not picking Detroit this week.
What?
I'm gonna go with it's just two games. I'm like, I don't really care much for. I just think something in my gut said pick Arizona. Give Kyler Murray a chance to see what he does. You got David Johnson back there, and you got Fitz. I mean, let's see what I know. And then you got on the defensive end, you got Riddick, and then T. Sizzle went over there. You don't know what that defense is going to do. So I'm going to take my chances on Arizona. I don't think it's going to be a blowout. You never know. It might be low scoring, but I think I got Arizona pulling this off.
DJ, who you got, man?
Man, I got to go with Detroit. It's just that Cliff's been hyping up that offense. He's like, they've been playing only so many plays in preseason because they just want to keep it a secret. And it's just like, I don't know what they're doing, especially behind that O-line. I got to give it to Detroit. They're just going to fling it against them. So it's Detroit.
So 3 Detroit, 1 Arizona.
Yep.
Hey, it's the return of Garoppolo versus the return of Bruce Arians as San Francisco travels to Tampa Bay.
It's a tough
Key,
game.
we never let you start it, so Key, I'm gonna let you.
I'm going with Tampa Bay. I'm gonna pick Tampa Bay. Bruce Arians returns. He got a new whole total different playbook. Hopefully, he can get Winston back into being Winston. Jameis Winston again. Still, they have no running game. That's always Tampa Bay's issue. Who the hell is going to run the football? You can't just keep throwing to Mike Evans. But I still think Tampa Bay is going to get it done.
Chris Godwin is a really good receiver over there, too.
So, I'm picking Tampa.
This is tough. Because you got Goodwin on the 49ers, if you have Godwin on the Buccaneers. And they both two young receivers that I like. I don't know mentality-wise what's going to happen with Garoppolo. His mentality, I feel like his mental state is not there. I think he's so worried that his knee something's going to happen to his knee again. It's a rebuilding year. I know it's been a lot of rebuilding years for the 49ers, but I think this is a rebuilding year with a franchise quarterback that they signed on for the next 6 or 7 years. Mind you, Garoppolo is he's still young. He's not like no old fart quarterback that's trying to play till he's 56. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, I like the 49ers. I do. It's just tough. I don't trust Winston. I don't trust either quarterback. Yeah, I don't trust either quarterback. So it's like it's hard to pick. Like, because Winston always starts off great in the beginning. When he gets into week 5, week 6, week 7, he look like a piece of shit. That's just what it is. And with Garoppolo, we don't know what we're going to see out of Garoppolo. Maybe he probably got those mental issues out when he was playing in the preseason. But I feel like, you know what? It's in Tampa Bay. I'm going with the 49ers. I'm sorry. I got to go with the 49ers here. I just feel like their running game is better than Tampa Bay because they have Tevin Coleman, but they have no Jerick McKinnon. Jerick McKinnon hasn't been placed on IR. But I like if they could keep with George Kittle and get him the ball and get these young receivers the ball, I think they could do something. I really do like 49ers. I know the defense, they got a Ndamukong Suh on Tampa Bay. I know they do. And JPP, I know they do. But I think I like the 49ers a little better.
As much as I love Bruce Arians, and as much as I love what Tampa Bay has done, I can't trust. But now, when you went to the quarterback, that's all it goes down to. Mm-hmm. Garoppolo and Winston. Winston, my biggest problem with him, he's immature as hell. Way too goddamn immature. And another problem is here, too. I've never seen a quarterback that just threw so many goddamn picks. God. But Garoppolo, the problem with Garoppolo that I had, it was nothing with him. He had no offensive line. Like, for you to get destroyed, what was it? They took on Minnesota, right? When he got hurt and he tore his because that told me right there, I'm like, they did not give that man an offensive line. And the guy that they drafted, but they spend a lot of money in free agency. A lot. And to me, I'm going to go with San Francisco here. I don't trust Winston. I can't trust Winston.
All right. So, is he picking?
Yeah, he's picking. EJ, I'm sorry.
Maybe I got to go with Tampa Bay here. It's just the fact that Bruce Arians just has magical quarterbacks. He's done with Luck, Roethlisberger, Manning. It's just like maybe Winston's willing to learn this year after Fitzpatrick just stole the show last year for a little while.
But you got to think about it, too. Look at Shanahan. He's good with quarterbacks. Look what he did with Matt Ryan. He made Matt Ryan an MVP.
Yep.
So they both good with quarterbacks.
Did ruin RG3.
What about RG3?
His father did ruin RG3, though.
Well, that's his father. It's not him. That's you can't put that.
I know, but I'm sorry. Every time I hear the word Shanahan, I cringe. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
So he's picking. So it's 2-2. So it's $2 and 2 49ers.
And now, well, the main event for Sunday night. We're gonna get this early. I'm actually kind of shocked we're gonna get this early. It's the March of the Yinzers as the Pittsburgh Steelers go to Foxborough.
This should be a no damn brainer. I'm taking Old Man River any day of the week against Pittsburgh. With no Gronk, I'm still taking Tom Brady.
I don't know.
But may I tell you, I remind you, last year, it was the days of our Steelers last year with the Steelers. They had so many goddamn issues on and off the field. And I am sorry. If the Steelers have, I don't know, like, let's say they're up by 4, right? And there's like 5 minutes left. This is a straight-up Steeler moment. Mike Tomlin cannot manage a freaking game clock to save his
I'm sorry, that catch, just James Court, was a damn catch. And then right after the next play, they do some bullshit ass throwing. You gonna throw on 4th down? Then it's big enough. Have him sneaking.
Right, thank you. That's the Pittsburgh thing. And here's the thing about this. I'm sorry, Pittsburgh, you did a bad decision. Pittsburgh needs to change. They need to change, and they need to start with their And you start with management. I'm sorry. Everybody from management should have been fired. And then also, Mike Tomlin definitely should have been fired. Ben Roethlisberger, and this is going to be, watch, I can hear Pittsburgh fans probably attack me. But I say, come the at me. Y'all should have got rid of Ben Roethlisberger. Not, you can't get rid of the cancer known as AB. Because AB was a cancer in that locker room. And also, Le'Veon Bell pissed away millions of dollars by sitting down. And I don't blame him for doing it because he was one of the best running backs in the league. And he can make people slip like you in a Looney Tune cartoon. Shoot, what's that cartoon? The Speedy Gonzalez, the Black Speedy Gonzalez. There's Black Speedy Gonzalez, and then there's Black Smoke Rodriguez. So, in other words, the Steelers, they're screwed. And I'm sorry. If you ruin Connor and Juju Smith, I promise you, Steelers. Ugh. So in other words, New England's gonna win. Tom Brady, I said this so many times on my YouTube channel. It doesn't matter what you do, and I say this, and I mean this. The AFC conference as a whole is the weakest fucking conference in all of them. At me if I'm wrong. There should be no reason that the Patriots, we all thought the Patriots were done. We thought they were done. And then Benito finished. Adios. But no, they always find some way. And here's the thing. You can shit and hate on the Patriots all you want, but you got to respect them in a way. You got to respect Tom Brady. You got to respect Bill Belichick. You got to respect the ownership. The management, you got to, and even the players, you got to respect the Patriots. You can hate, shit on them all you want, but you got to put respect in their name. Tom Brady, 6 rings. And you know what the killing part is about it, though? I say they got 2 good seasons left. I think Tom Brady could get a 7th ring. It ain't going to be this season, but I have a feeling his last hurrah, he will have 7 rings. If he doesn't, hey, and if somebody, I'm begging anybody, I'm begging the Chargers. I'm looking at the Chargers. I'm looking at who else got a good shot? Kansas City. I'm begging somebody to dethrone the Patriots. But it's not gonna happen. You can have big sexy names in free agency. You can get the best goddamn draft pick and a good player. It doesn't matter. If you have to beat the Patriots at their own game. First off, mold through that offensive line. Get to Tom Brady, because when Tom Brady runs, it's actually a rare and funny sight. The Pittsburgh Steelers did it. What was it? I want to say week 15 when they finally got the monkey off their back and they beat New England. When Tom Brady made that damn pass and it was the interception or whatever, that's when I knew. I'm like, see, if you can go through that offensive line, get to Tom Brady, and if Tom Brady ever throw something like that, congratulations. You just beat the New England Patriots at their worst, at their own game. But until somebody proves me wrong, I'm looking at you, Kansas City and Los Angeles Chargers. Y'all can prove me wrong. And even the Ravens. I'll put the Ravens on there too. If y'all 3 can prove me wrong, I'll take everything back. But here is New England. EJ, you pick. I'm sorry. I had to.
I didn't get a chance to pick yet.
I picked New England.
No, I didn't get a chance to pick yet.
Oh, my bad, SpotLight. My bad.
This is a tough call for me because it doesn't. I feel as though just because they're putting up the banner and they celebrate, they getting their ring and all that. We all seen this before. We've seen Kansas City go in there and spoil the party. And I have a feeling that the Pittsburgh Steelers might do the same thing. And the reason why I say that is because they can say, "Oh, Patriots getting old," but I feel like Pittsburgh. I don't really see Pittsburgh doing great this year, but I feel like when they play against the Patriots, they play their best football. I don't know what it is about the Patriots; they play their best football, and it's a possibility that it could be a spoiler. Now, if they go look at that film And when Alex Smith went into there on opening night and gave them a hell of a performance, it spoiled that Super Bowl banner party. It demolished the Patriots that night. That Pittsburgh can win this game. But if Pittsburgh go in there with their same game plan, like they do every single year, every single time, then the Patriots will win this game.
They will. It's Mike Tomlin. I'm not saying Mike Tomlin.
I don't think it's Mike Tomlin because Mike Tomlin doesn't run the offense. When you have an offensive coordinator to run your offense, that's a different story. We understand Mike Tomlin is the head coach, but Mike Tomlin is a defensive-minded head coach. So whoever he picks as his offensive coordinator, he got to dig in his ass and let him know, like, listen, you have to be aggressive against each other. You cannot be conservative. So I would love for Pittsburgh to spoil this party, but I don't see it happening. I think I'm just going to take the Patriots here.
I'm going to have to take the Patriots as well. I mean, losing AB, they just have – can Juju make that next step? And going against the Patriots, I feel like they're just going to take Juju away from Roethlisberger. I mean, put Stephon Gilmore and take him away. Can Connor make an impact? Can the other wide receivers make an impact? And I don't know if that – even though Brady doesn't have that many weapons, I feel like he can still carve up that Pittsburgh D. I mean, their secondary isn't that good, so I got to go with the Patriots on this one.
Okay. What's the next game?
Clean sweep.
Clean sweep, New England. I'm sorry that I had a rant. I'm sorry, fans, that Malguli ran it. It's just that the AFC conference is fucking pathetic, and it is. It's fucking pathetic. Fuck that damn conference. Anyway, sorry about that. I'm sorry.
Last two games of the day, of the week.
I don't even hate the Patriots. I just hate that conference. Anyway, the Houston Texans. Good God, they need to be hand slapped for what the hell they've done. You just opened Houston, really, and I love was it Deshaun Jackson? I love Houston. I mean, I love the Texans. But you're going to go off against an angry, in my Paul Heyman voice, an angry, hungry. Let's be real. This is the Saints are going to destroy Houston.
I don't think so.
That shouldn't even be no discussion. I mean, but
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Hear me out, man. Hear me out. Need I remind you, the Saints got freaking job. They got robbed last year. And knowing that defense and knowing that offense and knowing Drew Brees, they are on a mission now. Every freaking team on their schedule is on a hit list. And I'm so scared because my Bears are part of that.
Brees does not have the best wide receiver in the game in DeAndre Hopkins.
I'm just
saying.
I know you're just saying, but
put it out there.
It's in New Orleans, and the Saints are out for blood. They're out for blood. Those dogs are hungry.
And I'm going to let you know now, Saints defenses are not great against mobile quarterbacks. That's another thing, too.
That is kind of true.
They're not great. They're good against people quarterbacks that sit in the pocket. But when you start to scramble and start to get their own yards, they crumble.
That is very true. But I still feel that this is the team in the NFC conference to beat. The Saints are that team. The second team is second, you could say Chicago, but the team to beat in the whole conference is the Saints. And I believe that the Saints will be on a tear.
See, I would love to pick Houston. I know they just picked up Carlos Hyde as their running back. So losing Javion Clowney, I think that's not a big issue in my opinion. Trading him, I don't think it's a big issue because he was very inconsistent defensively, in my opinion. He took downs off. Still, you should have DeAndre Hopkins. Will Fuller's coming back fully healthy. then you have a defense where it's very underrated in the AFC. It's very underrated once definitely when J.J. Watt is in full effect. I love the Saints. I love the Saints, and the reason why I'm picking the Saints is because of the tight end position. They got freaking Jared Cook. They got Jared Cook.
Yeah.
We should have been goddamn Raider, but that's another thing. That's another story for another time. Goddamn Mark Davis, whatever. But yeah, I'm gonna take the Saints here, but I'm not going to underestimate the Houston. This is not going to be a blowout. This is going to be a go down to the wire. It's going to see who's going to be the last quarterback that's on the field that's going to win this game. But I will take Drew Brees over Deshaun Watson. But if Deshaun Watson is on the field last and he could get them down the field, the Texans will win this game. But I still like to say, especially if it's in New Orleans.
Who that say gonna beat them Saints? One word, Michael Thomas.
Yeah, Michael Thomas.
So I'm taking the Saints.
I still feel like I like. Look, I can put a bold. I'm gonna put a bold prediction out there, right? My bold prediction is this: DeAndre Hopkins will catch every pass caught to him and have more catches than Michael Thomas.
I mean, he didn't drop no balls last year.
He ain't dropped not one catch last year. It's going to continue through week 1. That's my bold prediction.
Well, shoot, I might skip Monday Night Raw next week and actually stream that game because I actually wanted to make sure if that is going to be that bold prediction.
Well, that's not a Monday night game though.
It is.
No, it's not.
Yeah, Houston and the Saints.
It should be Monday night game because it should be Raiders and Broncos.
It's 2 Monday night. You know, it's 2 Monday nights.
It's a double header.
2 Monday nights, right? I'm about to say, huh?
It's 2 double headers.
Let's get to the silver and black. Let's
wait a minute. Let my brother here pick.
Yeah, I'll make quick. I think that Saints are just gonna blow them out. I mean, they lost to Honey Badger in the offseason, and their secondary isn't that strong. So I think Drew's just gonna throw them all day, and his O-line's strong too. So they're just gonna J.J. Watt's not gonna have a chance there. So he's just gonna throw them on all day with all those weapons.
And I'm just going to give a quick little 6 feet under for the Houston. I'm not saying that they're going to get blown out, but they are going to get – when they go onto the bus, they're going to feel like, damn, I just feel like I just got hit by a truck. No, you got hit by a damn monster truck in the damn Saints. A very pissed off Saints.
Don't forget about Kamara.
Yeah? Oh, God. See?
But Kamara – let me tell you something. Kamara is not an every down back. That's the problem. He's not. He's going to miss Mark Ingram. I'm telling you that right now. He's not going to be that type of player where he could get 300 carries in a year. He's not that type of running back.
Yeah, Kamara is more third down, catch out the backfield type of back.
He's more just he can play in the slot. It's just that we don't know who that other running back is when it comes down to those tougher yards like Mark Ingram was. That's the only issue. But we all picked the Saints here, so that's a clean sweep.
SpotLight is your team. You go.
We got the Donkeys and the Denver Broncos going up against the Raiders, the Oakland Raiders.
Is AB playing?
AB is playing.
Even with this helmet BS?
And I'm going to tell you why it's helmet BS, because I don't know if y'all watched Hard Knocks the last couple of weeks where he was wearing the helmet. And the helmet that he was wearing was giving him a headache. Like, in the beginning of this past week's Hard Knocks, he had a knot on the back of his head because of the helmet that they gave to him. So, yeah, he had it on. He was wearing it, but it was a struggle for him to take off, and it was too damn tight. So that's why he wants his old helmet back, but that's just another issue for another time. Hopefully he gets that fixed. Most likely he'll be on the field. But I'm taking my Raiders over the goddamn Donkeys. You serious right now? No, serious right now. We talking about a Joe Flacco.
Oh, God.
A Joe Flacco that has nobody to throw to. None.
That's true.
I love the defense.
Only Emmanuel Sanders.
I don't think Emmanuel Sanders is that relevant anymore as a receiver, in my personal opinion. He used to be that guy in the beginning when he first came to Denver after he left Pittsburgh, but that's another story for another time. I just feel like offensively, the Raiders are better than Denver. I think we have a better running back. I mean, I love Phillip Lindsay. That's all they got on offense. That's all they got. I could name Hunter Renfrow, our rookie, Josh Jacobs, our rookie, Antonio Brown. We got Tyrell Williams. We got a lot of weapons on offense that Derek Carr can spread the ball, and we upgraded our offensive line just for this type of game with Bradley Chubb and Von Miller to protect Derek Carr. And I say my Raiders is going to beat the Donkeys. I really feel like we can. I think we can outscore the Denver Broncos. So I'm taking the Raiders.
I also got the Raiders. Just because it's just Oakland did upgrade a lot. They got good draft pieces, especially on the defensive side. And they gonna take it to Denver. They're gonna get in Joe Flacco's face.
It's kind of hurt. It's kind of crazy that we lost Brandon Marshall. We cut him, but I can understand why we cut Brandon Marshall, the linebacker, because he just couldn't stay healthy. But when Vontaze Burfict get out there, yeah, Raiders defense is going to be back with the addition of LaMarcus Joyner as well.
Yeah, I got to give it to the Raiders too. It's just that Broncos don't have that many weapons, and then again, Raiders had the best wide receiver in AB, and I think that Carr is on a mission to prove himself to John Gruden this year. So I got to go with the Raiders on this one.
Okay. All right. You know what? The Raiders. You got AB. Okay. Cool. But the biggest thing to me is this. People say, oh, you said Derek Carr has to prove himself to John Gruden. I don't think that's the case. But what I saw last season, between the argument between Gruden and Carr has to fix – not Carr, but Gruden has to fix his relationship with Carr.
I think he has. If you look at Hard Knocks, their conversation and the way their continuity is on getting that quarterback coach thing. Hard Knocks really showed what they could do as a tandem, as a coach and QB. If I have to be watching Hard Knocks.
But at the same time, my biggest problem with the Raiders, oh God, I'm not even going to say the freaking play. I still believe that $10 million for 10 years is too damn much for a head coach. And I'm sorry, Gruden kind of. And you know what? It is kind of sad. If Carr goes out, Nathan Peterman didn't
win the second string job.
He didn't win the second. Okay, good. Because
so it's Mike Glennon.
I
like Mike Glennon. I'll prefer Mike Glennon over Nate Peterman.
Oh God, I'm so sorry. We had Mike Glennon. God.
Mike Glennon is better than Chase Daniel. I'm sorry about that.
Oh yeah, Chase Daniels is garbage. He didn't get the second string. It was OD who with the Colts. They got the second string. He had what? A gunslinger. I'm like, damn, a gunslinging second back. But the problem, like I said, my only thing is with Oakland is that AB. If AB does not bitch and moan, they'll win this game. In other words, if Derek Carr was to throw it to somebody other than AB, I just hope and pray AB doesn't whine and complain about it on the sidelines.
I wouldn't think so.
It's just I can't trust AB. But at the same time, the Raiders got him for cheap. The Raiders did get him for cheap.
Dirt cheap.
That's a damning statement by the Steelers. I'll give the Steelers that. But the other biggest problem that I also had and SpotLight, because I still believe that you should have never traded Khalil Mack, in my opinion. But I'm going to say this. And you have to agree, if Mike, your owner, was his name Mike Davis?
Mike
whatever.
Davis,
If Mike Davis, if he had enough money to pay
Mark Davis.
Oh, Mark Davis. If Mark has enough money to pay John Gruden and AB, that's disrespectful. And to me, it's disrespectful.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. After looking over this trade, I'm happy that we traded Khalil Mack. Because look at the pieces that we got in the draft if we didn't trade them. Look at the pieces offensively and defensively that we got in the draft if we didn't trade Khalil Mack. Now, Khalil Mack's situation is, the Raiders just traded him. But if you're looking at it, he was looking to make more money than Aaron Donald. You're not Aaron Donald. You're not going to make more money than Aaron Donald. That's just what it is. You're trying to look to make more than Aaron Donald. That's out. You're not making more than Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald's making like $4 million more than you right now. My thing with Khalil Mack is, okay, we shouldn't have traded Khalil Mack. Okay, cool. But when Khalil Mack was here, we were still ranked 26 in defense.
He didn't have a lot of good key pieces on that defense.
But at the same time, you got to think about it. The only way the corners do great if your front line does great.
That's true too.
So with that being said, Khalil Mack asked for that money, knowing he was a Pro Bowler that year. Cool, but when it comes to coaches, when it comes to the salary cap, like the player salary cap and the coach's salary cap of signing coaches and signing players is two different varieties to that. So if they had the money to pay John Gruden, cool. But it would have hurt us in the salary cap if we would have paid Khalil Mack. That's why we traded him.
Okay.
Honestly, if we didn't trade him and we tried to go after AB and sign AB to that big contract, we wouldn't have because Khalil Mack got that big contract.
And then also
I was mad last year until I actually did the research. I'm not mad at it. Look what we did with Amari Cooper.
True. You
got Josh Jacobs in the first round because of Amari Cooper.
You had the caps. You got rid of what you had to do. And I do love Derek Carr. But I'm gonna move aside from Oakland and I'm gonna talk about Denver a little bit. Y'all made fun of Denver, but let me say this. They got themselves a new head coach in The Godfather, Vic Fangio. And I should know about Vic Fangio because he used to be our defensive coordinator. Real good defensive coordinator. Hopefully he has a lot to prove. And plus you still got Von Miller on that defense. But also they added another piece to that defense in the corner position. And their head corner is going to be Bryce Callahan, who I still got pissed off at the Bears should have kept Bryce Callahan. Because Bryce is a beast. He's a beast. But I will agree, Joe Flacco, freaking really? I'd rather cap Case Keenum than Joe Flacco. But let me say this to Denver. When's the last time? And don't even say Peyton Manning. When was the last time y'all drafted a QB? He did what he had to do. He gave you a goddamn, or just gave you a put on a show.
Honestly, it was Brock Osweiler. His first year there. He got I think he got him to like a wild card or something like that.
Wild card. And then also was it John Elway as well?
Yeah.
But here's the thing about John Elway. John Elway is not a horrible GM, but his decision making when it comes to coaches were suspect. But he made a good hiring in Big Fangio. Oh, and I think you say the Donkeys, the Broncos. I think the Broncos will have a really good defensive showing in this game, to me. But at the end of the day, this won't be high scoring. This will be probably mid to the teens. Oakland wins by 3. By a field goal.
I say Oakland wins by 7. I say at least by 7. I think Derek Carr will have 2 touchdowns and an interception. At least one. At least one interception.
I think Bryce Callahan will get a pick 6.
Oh. it's up to you, brother. You the last one to pick.
Oh, I picked Raiders.
Oh, you picked Raiders already, right?
Everybody picked the Raiders.
3 Raiders in the Denver.
Key, you picked.
You picked Denver?
I said no. Didn't Mal pick Denver?
No, he picked Raiders.
Oh, it's a clean sweep.
Because I knew because Denver just my whole thing with Denver. I just want them to wake. I want John Elway to wake the fuck up. You need a goddamn QB. Why can't you not draft a QB in the draft? And better yet, you know what?
Well, last time they drafted a QB, it was Paxton Lynch, and he didn't do nothing either.
Paxton Lynch was
he got cut from Seattle.
So, also, since EJ wasn't here earlier on the games, EJ, did you have it between Green Bay and Chicago?
Just pick real quickly because, we run out of time.
Yep. You know what? I got to go with the bad man Aaron Rodgers on this.
Okay, we'll talk about that later. Tennessee and Cleveland.
I got to go with Cleveland on that one.
Okay. Baltimore and Miami.
Baltimore.
There you go. Atlanta and Minnesota.
Atlanta.
Ooh.
Baltimore and New York. The Jets.
I got to go with Jets.
Hold up. So he got the Packers, Browns, Rams. You forgot Bills and Jets.
No, I went with Jets.
Okay, he went with the Jets. Okay.
Eagles and Redskins.
He picked Atlanta and then Eagles and Redskins.
Eagles.
The Rams and Carolina. and the Chiefs and Jacksonville.
I gotta go with my Chiefs and Mahomes on that one.
Yeah, and then we came up and picked the Colts over the Rams. Over the Church. But the Bears, Green Bay over Chicago. It's in Chicago.
I've seen Chicago dominate last year, and Aaron Rodgers just came back.
Oh, that was last year.
Did he pick the 49ers, y'all?
Oh, yeah, the 49ers. I picked the 49ers.
Tampa Bay.
Oh, he picked Tampa Bay. Okay. Patriots, Saints, Raiders. All right, I got it. So I got all his picks down. So that is it, y'all. That is week 1 picks. Oh, man, it's been a great, great show for y'all. It's been dope. Welcome, our co-analyst for SpotLight Sports Talk. Welcoming him to the team. It's going to be really interesting. There's going to be a lot of new faces on SpotLight Sports Talk. And it's going to be different. It's going to be different, y'all. So if y'all want to do y'all, shout out y'all social media so everybody can follow y'all. Y'all can go ahead and do it right now while we end the show here.
Follow Mount Gooley on Instagram and Twitter. It's the same name that you see right here. We're trying to get him set. So I'm going to get EJ set. And when we be live later on today talking about the Bears and the Colts, we will get him set and straight. And also subscribe to our new YouTube channel. We're to Mount Gooley and to our new channel as well. We were going to make that, and we'll put that in the
description.
In our description. Sorry, can't talk today.
Well, y'all know about me. Y'all can follow me on Twitter at SpotLight FB Talk, Instagram SpotLight Sports Talk, Facebook SpotLight Sports Talk, YouTube SpotLight Sports Talk. That's just what it is. Actually, no, it's SpotLight Football Talk on Facebook because Facebook would not let me change the name. So that's just what that is. So you can follow me on all those social medias. Hopefully Snapchat soon will have a SpotLight Sports Talk. Don't know for sure yet. I got too many accounts that I'm working with right now. So yeah, so just follow me on all those social medias.
I mean, I'm always in the chat. Don't necessarily have channels or anything like that. But, anytime anybody needs me, I'm always around. All you gotta say, hey. Yep, but I'm always in the building, as the name says.
Yep, and that is it, y'all. That is it. If y'all have not subscribed to any of our pages, please go follow us on there. Follow us on Sportscaster too at SpotLight Sports Talk. Follow Key in the Building on Sportscaster, and you can follow Mal Gooley on Sportscaster as well. We are done with this week 1 picks. Let us know what y'all think. Comment, like, and subscribe to the channel. It is Spotlight Sports Talk, and we see y'all for week 2. We're going to see how the record turns out by the end of this week, y'all. So, peace, love, air, grease, whatever y'all want to do with yourselves. We out of here, y'all.